with some significant news in that forceful and emotional speech, sharing that now 14 Americans have been killed in what he described as an attack of sheer evil, terrorism, and confirming now for the first time officially that Americans are among those being held by Hamas. I want to bring in our chief foreign correspondent, Richard Engel, who is live for us in southern Israel, not far from Gaza. And Richard, you heard the president there making crystal clear that the U.S. stands with Israel.
We did, and also as he was speaking I was hearing Israeli jets flying overhead, heading toward Gaza. Israel at this moment is carrying out retaliatory strikes across the Gaza Strip. It is attacking Hamas infrastructure. It is attacking the homes of Hamas leaders. It is attacking tunnels, Hamas infrastructure. It has been intensifying the Israeli military campaign since Saturday, and over the last 24 to 48 hours, it has been intensifying significantly. The big question, however, is will Israeli troops cross the border? Will they enter into the Gaza Strip and conduct some sort of ground operation? If they do, they could put the lives of the hostages, including those Americans, at risk. So what we're seeing now is mostly a softening campaign. Israel is destroying Hamas. It is trying to cut off the region. It has cut off all supplies of electricity, food, water going into Gaza. So it is imposed a siege on the area as it bombs it from the air, and as troops are building up around the Gaza Strip for a potential invasion. But Hamas is also still on the attack. Hamas is continuing to fire rockets into Israel. We saw some of that ourselves today in the city of Ashkelon. But most of the Hamas rockets are being shot down by the Israeli defense system, the Iron Dome. And what you heard from President Biden say is that the U.S. will make sure that more Iron Dome ammunition is provided to Israel, because I can tell you they are going through a lot of these Iron Dome anti-missile defense systems in order to shoot down the Hamas rockets.
Richard, you laid out one of the crucial questions here, which is how close might the Israeli military be to a full-on ground attack on Gaza? Do we have any sense at this point, based on the reporting you're doing, based on what you're seeing as you are on the ground there, as to how close that may be?
I don't think it's imminent. I was along the border for several hours today with Israeli troops. There is a buildup. There are tanks and armored personnel carriers going into the region. There could be a surprise development, but I did not see any kind of buildup that would indicate an imminent attack or an imminent push. I think we would see a much greater degree of mobilization. So right now there are negotiations underway, but with Egypt and Qatar leading the way to try and free some of the hostages. But just in the last few minutes, right before this announcement by President Biden, I spoke directly with one of the top negotiators, and he told me that so far the negotiations are not leading to any breakthroughs.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.